India and China border face-off, the Galwan Valley attack. India as well as China, the two nuclear-armed neighboring nations, are in a strained political relationship as well as armed forces facing off following their initial harmful boundary clash in over 45 years. On June 15, 2020, an incident in the disputed Galwan Valley, a completely dry Himalayan location along the line of actual control that works as an unofficial frontier in between both countries, is, for India's political elite, an idea of an undesirable truth, left 20 Indian soldiers dead. There are many casualties for the Chinese military also. The clash on June 15th was caused by a disagreement over two Chinese outdoor tents along with monitoring towers. India and China share a 3,488-kilometer-long border. India's control over its boundary with China is contingent on China's geopolitical top priorities, not India's very own military ability. This has been true for the majority of the century. In 1962, 15 years right into India's life as an independent country, a dispute over Aksai Chin, the northeastern ear of Kashmir, caused a brief battle with Mao Zedong's China, and additionally an awkward loss for India. Chinese army's unwanted presence in this area has really irritated successive Indian federal governments on tenterhooks since. This time, the issue began when an Indian patrol went to their regular patrolling area near a ridge to verify Chinese assertion that its soldiers had returned from the line of actual control. According to some sources, the Chinese soldiers had actually left the premises, leaving two outdoor tents as well as their monitoring towers, which the Indian Army had destroyed. A large team of Chinese soldiers arrived, challenging the Indian troops. It was not clear what took place. However, the two sides promptly clashed. The Chinese soldiers reportedly utilized iron poles and batons with spikes, killing 20 Indian soldiers and also injuring lots of others. China is now believed to be an economic superpower that has upgraded and modernized its military, considering that Xi Jinping became the General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party in 2012. India's financial progress has grown at a prodigious rate, especially in terms of per capita income, armed and civil forces, and advancements in scientific research. But the shortcomings of India's political elite demoralizes an otherwise bullishly nationalist middle class. The response in India to Chinese encroachment has provoked the people, with citizens requesting the Indian federal government to boycott Chinese products. Protesters throughout the country were seen burning Chinese flags as well as products. The Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi, responded that India would firmly and fully secure the country's land as well as its self-esteem. Whenever there are disagreements, we, the common people, should attempt to make sure that these distinctions never escalate into conflict. The world is now engaged in what legitimately can be identified as the Third World War, significantly different from any kind of war envisioned decades back, and can be prodigiously dangerous. This is not just a battle between two countries with nuclear and other sophisticated tools. It can involve other countries globally in an extremely deleterious way. War is not the answer. A third world war can destroy human life on Earth. The impacts of war include long-term physical and psychological damage to kids and adults, along with a decrease in product and human capital. So, let's say no to wars. Let's hope that a better relationship will sprout between India and China and their neighboring countries. Visit us at vloggerscorner.com.